Facebook page? See?
Not Facebook. I'm only pushing to YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can see you now.
Yeah, I know. I'm live right now. I'll start in 2 minutes. And 14 watching. Okay. Start in 1 minute. I see you. You see a tired Brooks. So much trouble. All right, 30 seconds, I'll begin. All right, let's kick this off. We got 17 right here on the live stream. So what I want to talk about very quickly for 5 minutes is one, the current big project that I talked about 3 weeks ago. We kicked off about 80 racks that we decommissioned in Salt Lake for the past 2 weeks. So I've been down under inside the data center. So it was taking me a long time to get back to people. You know, we are trying to develop software, but at the same time, we're also doing boots on the ground, big decommission. Got to see Sprout out there. There's a lot of the hyperscalers doing a lot of movement right now inside these data centers behind the scenes. So luckily, I kind of get to see that firsthand. So saw those guys out there. That being said, you're going to see a lot of hard drives come through, a lot of Supermicro big 4U JBOD servers being sold on here, and also some stuff coming down the pipeline from the same type of deal. I don't know if anyone has buyers for like my passports. We have thousands and thousands of these coming in between 2 and 20 terabyte. And so I'm potentially flying back out to Salt Lake next week. If I do that, I'll do a live stream from our location there, which is a storage unit, basically. Do it there. We got like 600 square feet of that. But let me know, shoot me a text or shoot me an email if you have good buyers for that, because I'm trying to figure out how to prioritize wiping, testing on like the SATA SAS hard drives to now the architecture of this stuff is like far different. But so that's the big deal there. It's about 13 to 14,000 hard drives that we got in yesterday, all used, and we'll be running through those. They go from really 4 terabyte all the way up to 20 terabyte. Other things, other big deals that people keep texting me about. There's this R640 320 piece lot 1799 that's coming in next week. So what you're going to see in the website today is when we go live, we have enabled a live mode. When we do that, we are going to start slowly allowing people to sell and send us 1 unit of each to put on the show. And we are testing that basically this week. This R640, one of those are going to come in hopefully within the next week. So in 2 weeks, we're going to auction that off on the platform. What we want to do is, instead of us doing all the ITAD work, we are purely becoming a software company to where people are sending us one of this, one of that. They get to choose their auctioneer, whoever has the highest close rate, And then every day we're doing this, because I can't scale this when I'm trying to travel and do decoms and things like that. So we're going to have to start finding people to do this part of the job with me in tandem, so we can have more daily stuff. So that being said, let's go ahead and kick it off. It's 1 minute ahead of schedule right now. So we are going to go to lot 1801. Let me share my screen. All right. Present, share screen, entire screen. I can just put it up there. All right. Give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. Good, Colin? All right. Lot 1801. All right, here we go. So watch what's about to happen. We're about to make this thing go into sell mode, and I'm going to make it live on the site. Everyone's about to get an email. And we're kind of testing this real time. It's the first time that we've implemented this integration, which you're about to see. And bam, we are live with 1801. So what we did was we integrated Google Analytics API. So go ahead and start bidding right now on this lot, by the way, okay? So you can see real time how many people are on the site. There's 69 people real time bidding into this lot right now. You can see them around the world. This is going to become really interesting when we start doing this project that we're working on globally, doing decommissions and say, let's say Australia, for example, we find buyers there and you see people in Australia bidding. So this is just the next step of truly getting a Facebook, getting a Meta, getting a PayPal or whatever, using our software to get the best deals globally with compliance built into it. So let's go ahead and start this. You see now there's a clock. There's not me like showing my phone. So I'm going to go ahead and click 5 minutes and bam. So now it's clicking down. It auto awards the lot. There's no me fumbling, trying to get on this computer over here. None of that happening. So you can tell, you can see we're at 449 right now. So I'm just going to put some music on. We also have Spotify integration. It's basically a button that just routes it. But let's go ahead and just chill for a bit and start bidding. And I'll start showing the product. Where I want to take it, I got a conveyor belt coming next week. Conveyor belt, imagine me just pressing a button and that thing is pre-staged on the conveyor belt and it's actually showing 360 views, the front, the back, the side. I kind of see like this right here being like the Henry Ford of auctioning. So press the button, 1801, rolls up on the conveyor belt, 3 cameras turn on, boom. You're seeing that, you bid next lot. Just rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. All right, so this is new. Very clean. See, this would make me stop from like picking the thing up, but you can see the pictures. There's no cards, that's what's important. But the one that you see in the pics here is the identical one that is going to be shipped. This is just in one overstock from a customer. So 68. Now, while I have this up, you should be seeing on your screen, 1, me doing the stream, so you don't have to go to YouTube. 2, you see the share button, that's new. 3, you should see sell on our live show. You click that button, and that right there says upload your list of inventory, and then we'll come back and be like, hey, we think this might yield XYZ. Okay, so we have a lot of the data on who buys what. 252. Next slot's going to be 1 terabyte SSD. Oh. Checking. I got Zed. Thank you for doing chat at your company dealing. Brooks Bowman will be your company. Yeah, I mean, the laptop game, we're getting less and less away from the laptop game. And we have to focus on what I really want to do, what I'm considering doing, is literally auctioning off all of our 800 MSPs. Meaning, if you live in this zip code, any customer, like MSP that gives us all this stuff, you could get. So coming up with a map of where they are and how much money we've made from them, and then you auction off and you bid, hey, for $5,000 a year, I'll have full rights to those customers. We've already built the whole site for that, but we don't have salespeople. And right now, with all these hard drives coming in, our laptops, it's really hard for me to allocate people. But we're still pushing them out on eBay every day. Do I take any song requests? Yeah, go ahead. I have some 80s funk today. Let me switch it up. That's fine. And if you think I'm getting some of these ideas, like if you check out Whatnot is the fastest growing commerce company out there, full streaming, 3.6 billion in 3 years. So just check out the app Whatnot and you'll see thousands of people streaming live. Less than a minute. So anyone knows Crisscross? That was probably one of my third CDs I ever got after maybe Jay-Z. I'm almost 40, so. $30. Yeah, there's no user data on here at all. It's just showing dots coming in from where? Heavy up in the Midwest area. California must be asleep. All right, 9. All right, here we go. Bam, time's up. That happened 1 second beforehand. Interesting. All right, done. Next one, going to 1805, Samsung 1 terabyte. All right, where'd that close at? 1805. All right. Make it 1805 live right now. There we go. Website is hanging up. All right, 1805 live. Does not come in tray. I don't even know if y'all can see that. Can you see that, Cullen? Like in stream on stream? Not very well. You can see we're truly real time figuring this crap out. So I'm kind of a believer of just build it and iterate. I probably can stop share. Bam. Don Jackson. Don, you just got to go into mspdisposal.com and sign up, and then you'll see the lots. Oh, good. Bam. Song's called It's Tricky. So tricky to be a software company. Don't do screen share. Oh, man. I like screen share because I was trying to show the global map of all these people coming in worldwide. But I won't do it. While this is going down, does anyone have buyers for these things? I'm having a hard time finding people. This is a 2 terabyte right here, but I'm not getting an email. I'm not getting an email to bid on any lot. Sorry, people are texting me issues and I'm trying to resolve. Okay. 3 minutes. Colin, can you see the timer on the website? Oh, shoot. Oh, hold on. $18.05. Oh, that's a mystery. I mean, I'm seeing like right now, 18.05. Do a hard refresh. Hey Zed, be watching the behind the scenes database. Make sure it doesn't hang up. I'm fine. One computer over here is having issues. Zed. A minute left. Looks like someone did. Yeah, I saw that. But I'll take 13,000 though. Yeah, this is per unit, people. Per unit, not per lot. 45 seconds. Oh my God, they're getting blown up. I clicked on the email. It took me to YouTube. Click it to me. Go to my channel. Yeah. I like it. 2 seconds, one. Let's see if this works. Bam, time's up. And awarded. Zed, make sure that does not create a Stripe automatic invoice for 13,000. That was a misbid. All right, next one. 1791, 8 terabyte. So 1791. I'll make it live real quick. Wow. I don't know if the website has more load. All right. Bam. We are live and the clock is ticking. There we go. I'd rather ship it with the tray. We ship in boxes if you're a new buyer, boxes of 24. That's why it's a lot of 96. Everything's 100% tested, wiped, 100% health or better. If it's not 100%, we will put that in the auction and probably say it's 90 to 95 or whatever it might be. So. All right, lot 1791. Yeah, what we're gonna start doing is you'll know if it's about to go live. You'll know when you go into the lot when it's pending live. You'll see it here and it will show the date and time. That way you know transparently. And don't forget, if you have excess inventory, click that request to put on the show. I'm putting a lot of emphasis showing that we are not just going broker to broker. You know, I'm calling data centers. You know, think about how we get a lot of our gear. It's coming from data centers. So hopefully today we'll have an auction that goes pretty well. We'll see. $245. 78 people on. We got Donnie in the house. $17.94. I'll show manufacturing date 2016. Probably means out of warranty. Probably only has a 5-year warranty. Is there any transaction? Oh, good one. No fees on this. To the buyer. We are going to start doing this outside of Stripe and going through QuickBooks. So, because the deal sizes get bigger and bigger, and I think, you know, as they get bigger, you might not have that much money on your credit card. So it's going to be independently transacted on QuickBooks, which will just for this auction here, the 7% doesn't exist. Zed, FYI. Yeah, I probably surprised a lot of people when I'm listening. We have 124. I see you live. Just not getting an email to bid off on. Zed, can you see when I make it live? Is it firing emails? That the lot is not live. Dennis, put in the chat what your problem is. Zed's our developer. Him and his team. $51. The next one's a big one. 75 of R440 new. Oh, good song. 15, 14, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, time's up. Okay, begin. All right, here we go. R440, 1806. This is new. Oh, this one? Okay, 1794. We're going 1794. All right, here we go. Making it live. You should be getting an email when I do this. It's trying to fire. Bam, we're live. Here we go. Toshiba, 4 terabyte. SATA. Sexy. High demand part here, actually. Oh. I forgot to click the timer. 4:55, sorry. I gotta fix that. I think having it like conveyor belt system will allow the process to go so much smoother. So you just press the button, it comes on. You hit the big button, the big timer, it goes down. You know, me trying to fumble right now, it's like, you know, fumbling, and we try to write code around me not fumbling. Look how clean that is. I always feel like my 4-year-old son when like he tries to impress me all the time with Mario's. Three, 333, angel number. So 96 of these. A lot more to come. Only 84,000 hard drives in this one lot, one deal. Three minutes. Almost every night. Oh, come on. Oh. They don't care. They keep things alive. 221. Next up, we have the Dell 440, quantity 75. New in box. Mm. 2 minutes. Mm. 45. All right, we got 45. What I want to do, I want to show y'all kind of what the value is. It's not transparently in the portal. What we want to do is have a snapshot of every auction. One, this auction, this lot went for XYZ. And that way, if I'm trying to convince you that this platform will get you more money, I got to convince you and show you that it's going to get you more money. So I can't be more transparent than showing you the users, people logging in around the world. But yeah, it's a lot of pressure. 9, 8, 7. Next lot, 1806. All right. 1806. All right. Here we go. 1806. And about to make it live right now. And 1806. Interesting song. We're live, and I remembered to hit the timer. 455. Let me get the good. So what y'all don't know is we have about 75 data center co-location companies, hosting providers, right? Each one of those companies has probably 3 up to like 50 different geographical data centers. They use like an Iron Mountain, a Flex Central, to host a rack depending on, their customer demand. So throughout these auctions, I deal a lot with even the CEOs. I can just be texting them saying, hey, we got this bid. This is specifically one of those lots right here. So another reason why you have servers, you can piggyback off of our data centers all the way up to billion-dollar companies that use us, mainly like in the RTP park. So if you're an ITAD and you're in the RTP park, we are there as well. So here it is. A little lighter. See, a lot better. It has the 1, 480, the blanks. I'll just show you the back. Got to get the conveyor belt. There we go. Coming in, new in box, 75 of them. This one should do pretty good, I hope. So while that one's clicking down, Let's see here. Three minutes. Let's see what the last one went for. All right. We are at 2 minutes. This one here went for 31. It's pretty solid pricing. 8 terabyte, I think went for 45. SAS, not bad. Mm. 124. All right, we are at 40, 39. Oh, wow. A lot of bids on this. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. All right. I'll come back and see what that went for. Now we're going to 1796. All right. So I'm going to share my screen on this one. Turn that one live. All right, and hitting the timer. Good. All right. Here we go. So make sure you go into the lot and look at the picture. So this is, it's all around not allowing the freight vendors to win. So, this is coming from a data center customer to where normally I would freight this in, pay $1,500 to do that or whatever it might be, and then part it out and then basically lose money probably, right? Because the goods aren't that good. So now this is not here. I can't show you this right here, but I much rather just upload pictures, manifest from my site, and just drop ship. So you can see it's ZT Systems. There's a lot of scalable Supermicro. Now, if you're trying to find data centers aren't buying Dell, people, for the most part, especially the ones that aren't like the hyperscalers. They're buying Supermicro. So this is really good stuff to put on eBay because you're probably a data center is probably going to buy it, and that's how you find your leads. We got fortunate a decade ago. All the stuff coming in was only Supermicro, and we would use a company called Datamine to sit on top of eBay and data mine transactions. And it would look at all the repeat buyers. So you can go to datamine.com and get that. That was actually a previous company that me and my ex-partner started. One lot, okay, lot number 1796. The value in this lot to me is in the Supermicro, and then there's a good bit of RAM as well. But it's the Supermicro 217. Those chassis with the V2, V3 procs. That's the stuff I would load on eBay, and I would find more data centers. Giving you all my books. 5, 237. So we have one more lot like this one being drop shipped from another data center. It's the UCS lot. 212. Music going here. All right. $148. Let me go see what that lot went for. All right, we are at 40. And 1806. Let me see what that lot went for. 1806. Oh, that Dell lot went for $82,500. It's that per server. It's over $1,000. Oh, thank God. That's a good example right there. So that's definitely probably, I didn't have time to look at the data, but a data center buying. So another reason to try to put your stuff at least on the show. So I could stop being an ITAD. And that was done. All right, moving on. So now we're going to 1788. Make that live. All right, 1788. We are now live. Spinning. Generic. 1.5. Let me hit the timer before I forget. All right, we're good. No timer. Just checking to see what all countries we have on here. So right now I'm looking at Google Analytics. We have South Africa, we have France, we have Germany, UK, Germany again, Dubai, Saudi. So there's 84 unique people on. Oh, I'm glad that R440 lost sold. $404. All right. This is lot 1788. You do look pretty. Oh, thank you. Pretty tired. Tired. I asked everyone in the office that they could do the show, and everyone said no. I'll give you $500 if you do the next one. 1,000. I got 3 interns right now. Would anyone do it for 1,000? Done. They jump. All right. Lot 1788. I'm telling y'all, when y'all see this thing, when we do a thing in Q4, when it's 5,000 servers that we're looking at doing it at a big trade show, and it's independently multi-country auctions happening at the same time, it's going to be like the Super Bowl for us. So this is all prep into like getting it perfect. I don't know how I can take a phone call. And we are at 210. $159. $141. This is a per unit bid, not per lot. So if you will pay $100 for this, put $100, not $9,600. 122. So there's about 65 people in the US bidding right now. So pretty much we're heavy, still heavy up in the Midwest and not Minneapolis. Spain. Poland. Even if you have scrap, we have buyers for scrap at really strong prices right now, especially with memory market, as you know, probably went down last week. That cut line between selling it for PCB or whatever per pound per use, then it might make sense. So you can request to put that type of stuff on the site. 12. Next one's going to be HDST 4 terabyte, quantity 96. And gone. All right. 1793. And so 1793. About to make it live. Yeah, you see these picks right here. We're actually, like, as we're doing the decom, I mean, this is pick in the data center getting bids on it. So imagine a Meta, a Facebook, these big companies out there. We're actually getting bids real time while unracking everything, right? Very unique. I don't think that exists. Timer. Good to go. There we go. What a nice drive. SATA. All right. 1793. Make sure you stay on to the last three. The last one is going to be very unique. We're almost there. Four minutes. Let's change the music. Does anybody have a song request? Anybody? I kept referring back to that app, Whatnot. You know, that is more B2C, selling like collectibles, cards, things like that. So you see a lot of quirky people asking for song requests, but then obviously it's a B2B play right here. But we can still make it fun because we all work really hard, and with the market, we're having to work a lot freaking harder to make the same amount of money or less money. So let's just all buy into tech that will help us scale. All right, I'm just gonna go back to MC Hammer, and we are at 245. 1 minute. See where we are. Oh, look at Ray popping in there. Ooh, we love lose. Let me put that on. Love lose. By Coastal. This is a song request. We're probably about to be time's up. 1 second. Should be done. All right. This is unique. All right, next one's going to be 1798. Let me go to that. 98. 1798. Making it live now. All right, that is live. And timer set. All right, another example here. UCS stuff. Normally, what I used to think about when I hear this is like, oh my God, memory galore. I'm going to make a bunch of money. Not the case anymore, right? So this is coming directly from data center. This customer here has about 17 US locations. This is coming from, I think, this one's Ohio. And they have a pallet of UCS. So look at the attached document, which kind of gives you an idea of the configuration. So it's a lot of V2, V3, 2690 chips, and then the RAM config is about 384 gig, DDR3, DDR4. So what you're going to see here is, I think, the 5108 is the chassis itself, and then the B200s are the actual blades that go inside of it. So freight costs are a little high, but what we could do is say, hey, if you only want the RAM and you don't want the 5108 and you win, then we can just tell the data center to scrap the chassis. And that way shipping cost goes from 1,000 down to like 100. You know, that's the kind of relationships that we have. It's all around just trying to help get the gear for the best price without FedEx winning again. Guns N' Roses, Paradise. Yeah, after this, I've already seen quite a few wrong bids. So we're going to take, at least an hour to go through everything. And then we'll probably send an email out summing basically the success of this thing. I think that's pretty important. Paradise City. Let's try it. At a minimum, even if you don't win bids, you're still seeing what other people are bidding. I mean, you kind of see what things go for. So from a learning perspective, it's important. Oh, shoot. Paradise City. Oh, that's a good song. I'm going to add that to the auction playlist. That should be one that at least closes out for $100,000 lot. It's a good song for that. Next up is a big one. It's going to be 16 terabyte, 1,000 units. So right now we're on 1798. Now we're about to start getting really sexy with the next two lots. Oh my God, did I not press start? Okay. 45 seconds. Mm. 30. Yeah, one cool thing to see if we start doing enough lots, let's say we do one, we know it's only going to be hard drives, one only going to be on scrap, and to actually see the audience and where they're coming from. So just think about that, just showing that's only going to help us get the big players of the world to know that we completely have all the users. They go all the way from reuse all the way down to recycle globally. So we put a lot of emphasis on new user growth. Boom, time's up. All right. Here we go. 1807. 1807. So remember that feature where it says sell on this show? The next two lots are going to be examples of that. This is another, we don't get that much sexy stuff in, and other than really hard drives. So, but other iTads are getting in really good stuff. So this is just an example of that. And this is 1,000 pieces of a Seagate, 16 terabyte. So I'm going to go ahead and make it live right now. And we're live. From what I was told, this has around 20 to 25,000 power on hours. All generic. 100% help. Okay. A lot more people are popping in on this one. 1,000 pieces. This drive probably carries a 5-year warranty, but I do not know the manufacturing date on these. So, but 20,000 power and hours is pretty low, so you should be good. How long are the listings left up for they close? I mean, they're closed out after the auction ends. After like the timer, boom, it's automatically happening in the website. Now we have the pending live. The pending live is where these are deals that we're working, whether it's working with a data center or working with a contract manufacturer. So what we're going to have to start doing a better job of, to me, is showing you the deal stage, right? Like that 493 R450s or whatever. I get texts about that all the time. This is $1 billion company, and I should probably tell y'all, the board has to get approval to release that. So coming up transparently in the lot on the deal stage is going to save a lot of time and energy for you and me. the listing itself, will it be taken down as soon as it closes? Yes. It will be taken down. And if you win it, it will be under 1 lot. Now what we're going to do is add a tab instead. Take a note of this right here where it says live auction lots, where you can see everything that we just did here is going to be recorded. And we're going to sum it up. This went for XYZ, this many bidders, all that. So I want to start seeing the number of bids keep going up. Sorry, user count keeps going up. The number of bids should keep going up. $227. All right. We're at 60. This should at least, I know we're getting getting pretty close to where this needs to be. Now I think if you send your stuff into the show, you can set the price it goes for. So what I don't want to do is say, yeah, we're going to get you that number and you're 40% off. So it's on us to at least look at the data and give you an expected time. I don't want all this crap coming in here and we just never sell it. And then we have to ship things back. And then FedEx wins again. You can tell I hate freight carriers. Mm. 124. Oh, see, I know the reserve price behind the scenes, so we're getting close. Keep going. We're so close. So close. Like literally, like we're within a 2%, 3%. Keep going. 1 minute. This is actually a really good test of how strong our platform is. If we can hit these numbers. And we're like 2.5% away. So keep bidding a little more. This is a good Amazon SKU. We could even put the Amazon analytics in here to help you understand the sales rate. That's a good idea. No. We are at 15 seconds. And we are at, come on, we're like at 1%. Bam, timed out, closed out. We're right there. All right, wow, good deal. All right, whew, that was good. All right, last one. Really good one here. 1802. 1802. So I'm gonna have to explain what we're doing with this one. All right. So everybody log into that lot real quick. I'm gonna make it live. And before I make it actual live, I wanted to explain how we structured it. So making that live now, but I won't start the timer. So this is another and the last lot that we're going to do. And this is coming from another ITAD who obviously has a really good connection. And because this stuff is a very, very expensive. Okay, so go to the lot. Oh, wow. All right. So look in the title, because this is our first take right here at component level bidding. So you can see the Supermicro complete server bid. That's the first line item. That's 14 of these servers complete. Okay. And then what we're trying to figure out is if you only want the RAM, if you only want the NVIDIA, whatever, you bid on that, and that's the component level. So if you win that, this thing could get chopped up, meaning component level bidding added up to $500,000, but the full server went for this. This is only going to, when we go back to like the Facebooks of the world, showing this level of data and they can increase their prices by 20-30%, we're gonna get so much gear, people. So I hope that makes sense. Put in the chat if it doesn't, and we're gonna make it live. Live. There's 5 other different large lots like this at this person. So if we convince them that our buyers are strong enough, we could probably convince them to release all that. It's actually already in the pending live, but I convinced them for this go around here. Let's try to sell this. If it's successful, next week, bam, let's do the other ones. Yeah, finding a use case for the complete server would be pretty tough, unless you get into, you know, trading it back between like a Facebook and a PayPal, and then just swapping it in and out. Let's see how much time we got here. 3:41. All right, let's see here. Give me a song request, somebody. This is a big one. Like, if I'm trying to win the round, will it show just the round? All right, I'm in the lot. I'm in lot 1802, and I only want to bid on the RAM. Just put $1. Zed, take note of this, because right now I don't think you can put nothing. Just put $1 on everything but the RAM, and then the RAM has 448. That's where you would bid, you know, $180 a stick. I don't think you'll yield that, but. And we'll know, like, dollar, and then you bid strong at this. We're gonna know. Noted. Oh yeah, another good point. They're only able to see the total bid. Yeah, this is a great example of us going live with something that we haven't figured out how to develop it quite yet. Because right now it's going to award it to the highest bidder, but that might not be the actual winner, right? So I'm doing this and putting my development team on this call to get these questions so we figure it out. So please be patient, and we'll figure it out together. We are at 147. I see some strong buyers. So I'm just looking at some data right now. At the chassis level, not there. I don't think it's going to get there. I didn't think it would. The graphics, we're about, I think we got to go up 10-15%. And this is me just saying that because I don't have this inventory, right? I'm just being the middle person trying to broker it. But if you want to win that one, 15%, I think will, and I'll take it from there and try to close it out. Okay, so you can't put $0. Okay, good to know. RAM. AMD chips. And I was told that the AMD chips were not locked. that is very rare when it comes from Supermicro. So with Dell and things like that, the chips might be a lot to the manufacturer. Oh, time's up. That was quick. All right. That was it. 23. All right, turn this off. All right, so what's to come next? So one, we got to now look back at all the lots. We'll send out an email about basically which lot went for what, how many bidders, things like that. I want to fully automate that so it's a lot more smoother. So that's one thing right there. Two, you can, once the weights and dimensions are in the lot, it's going to be all put into the lot. You'll see that shipping from, so you send labels. If you have questions, make sure you're questioning it in the lot. It's the chatter feed. So you're not having to independently, if you email me, I get 30,000 emails a day. So if you put the chatter, what your comments are inside the lot, then we know you're asking a question about that. And then, we have between our India team and here, someone's going to get that really quick. That's the fastest way to get visibility across a lot of people. Next week, I'm likely going to be in Salt Lake. And if I am, that's when the Dell lot that's pending right now. It's like Dell R440s used, only like 50 of them, 60 of them. Those are going to go live. And I'll be doing that from that locker. Let's see what else. The 320 pieces of the 640. So that's going to be a big one. So that's locked in. So go ahead and start talking to people with that lot number 1799 and trying to find bids on that, because that's coming in physically for us to show on the show. Don't forget that little button in there, request to sell live. Click that button if you want to try some of the stuff that you have in excess inventory on the show. That's it. Have any questions? Best way to get me is by text. And I appreciate it. Any questions, just let me know. All right, see you. Bye.